Hey everybody, this is Brian back with Inspiring How You See That. And as always, we try to bring you guys new artists and artists that we think that you're going to love and music that you're absolutely going to love. So today, with that in mind, I've got my great friend Brooke Surgener here. Thank you, Brooke, for being here with us today.
Thanks, Brian. It's about time you asked me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, she kind of blew me off for a couple of months, but no, I'm just kidding.
Kind of, yeah. Just playing hard to get.
No, but it's great to be able to finally sit down and talk with you. I've been looking forward to this.
Thank
And
you.
actually, it worked out well because I understand you've got some new music that you've been working on that's coming out soon.
Yeah, I've been working really hard on my originals and just been trying to get those out. Finally, been writing for what seems like forever without actually putting as much original content out. So, pretty excited.
Sure. Now, if you've seen Brooke, which I'm sure you have, I mean, you've got almost 10,000 subscribers on YouTube now. I think you're closing in on it.
Mm-hmm.
You've done a number of covers that have been pretty cool. Like I know you did It's Gonna Be Me. You did a few with First to 11.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what makes you decide, both when you're writing and when you're choosing a cover to put out there? Do you stop and think about, this fits my style, or do you choose a song and then you just do it in your style?
Ooh, a little bit of both, because there's definitely been times I've like gone out of my way to do a cover, and when it hasn't fit me, I feel uncomfortable singing it. Like I'm just not happy with it, you know. I think with covers like It's Gonna Be Me, actually, my best friend who has done all of like my cosplay music videos with me, her name's Casey, and she will text me when she thinks of a song for me to cover, and she texted me and was like, I have a great idea. Like, you should do It's Gonna Be Me right before May. Like, and I love the idea so much that I just grabbed my guitar and I just thought of that riff. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Like, it made it more of like a, I don't know, like a Western folk. You know what I mean? And it felt like me. And I just had to change it to fit my style because there's no way I could actually sing it like Justin Timberlake. So, yeah.
Nice. Now I've noticed, and you mentioned the folk style. I noticed that a lot of songs you do are kind of in that folk rock vein.
Mm-hmm.
Has that been, growing up, has that been your style of music that you listen to, or have you just kind of gravitated towards that?
I really love folk music, and I think it was when, you know, because when you're an artist and you're a songwriter, I think a really hard thing is trying to find your sound. You know, because I listened to a bunch of pop punk music growing up. Loved rock music, but I am not that artist. I mean, part of me still wants to be in an indie rock band someday. Anybody want to join with me? Seriously. But when it comes to like me just playing my own music, I think I had a phase where I was listening to Nickel Creek. Have you ever listened to Nickel Creek?
Yeah, with the fiddle and everything.
Yeah, and Chris Thiel, I think his name is, he plays the mandolin in it. And I had gotten a mandolin, I think, when I was 19 years old for my birthday one year. And I think that was like, started writing with the mandolin just because I got it, and it just was my sound. Like, I was like, this is it. Like, and it took me a while to really, you know, polish that, but I think it just took a lot of years of experimenting. Okay, I like this music, but what do I feel comfortable singing? What do I feel comfortable writing in? What just sounds good, you know?
Sure.
So, yeah.
Nice. Now, you mentioned the mandolin, and I've seen a number of your videos, and of course, you teach here at the Rock School Studios. I believe you teach guitar, and is it vocals as well?
Guitar, vocals, ukulele, teaching a girl banjo right now.
Okay.
Piano, but I think guitar is like the easiest one for me to teach.
Okay. Now, how many instruments do you know how to play?
Play or play well?
Play passively.
A lot passively. But I don't know enough. I love string instruments. Honestly, rhythm has just come really easy to me.
Okay.
And that's just fun. I love that when you pick up the banjo, it's automatically a different style than if I was playing the guitar. You know, you're strumming, now you're finger picking. So a lot of strings I can probably just pick up and figure out. Not the best at all of them, but I can
do it.
I can do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've always appreciated about you, I mean, in the music and just the style, the videos, everything, is you are genuinely yourself. I mean, even the like the artistic side comes out. I mean,
Yeah.
you mentioned cosplay. I know you did a video where you customed a Nintendo 64 console.
Yeah.
So, I mean, have you always been kind of art oriented and you just wanted to share that with people?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I have to mention this, but I feel like when I was growing up, I felt invisible.
Okay.
And the only time I felt really like good about myself is when I was expressing myself, because then it wasn't just like, I don't know, it was a different level of feeling important, you know, and then I didn't care as much about what other people thought about me because I just didn't think they were even watching, you know,
Yeah.
and I think that and like being a cosplayer and dressing up, you're able to express yourself in a way that you're scared to, you know, as a person. Like, think about, like, when you're, I'm really just getting into cosplay now, but on Halloween, when people dress up, I feel like they're, like, more confident
Like you
than
can be
usual.
somebody else.
They can be anybody.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you could be that person every single day,
Yeah.
if you just let yourself be creative instead of, like, you know, think too hard about what anyone else is going to think. And it's not like I'm dressing up in a costume every day, but I feel like allowing myself to create things without, I guess, the idea of what anyone else thought has helped me continue to do that.
Sure.
You know?
You know, it's interesting you say that because, I mean, even myself, I know being around artists lately has helped me kind of broaden, kind of come out of my shell a little bit.
You have, though. Seriously. I don't know.
Thank you. It's been fun because I think I didn't realize that I had a creative side until I was around creative people.
Is it because you thought that, like, you weren't creative, or you were just scared to show that side of yourself?
Maybe a little both.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was so much I was scared to show it as I was scared to see myself. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it was always, you know, growing up, you see the kids that were really into art, and I got along with everybody, but I thought, okay, they're kind of weird. You know, it's just kind of like what you think.
But weren't you weird?
Well, that's the thing.
We're all weird.
That's the thing.
We don't express it to everybody.
And so it took me a while to accept that about myself.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm kind of weird too. Okay, it's good.
Yeah.
And just like you said, you stop caring about what other people think. And it's like, okay, who am I? Who was I made to be?
Right.
Yeah. And it's like once you find that, then it's like, all right, cool. And then you start finding people that are cool and they're the same way. Like, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm just going to be me.
Because we all care.
Yeah.
You know, it's like...
You want to be liked.
I know. And doesn't it suck that it doesn't matter how old you are? It's still in the back of your head.
Yep.
But I really think a big thing for me is, as far as being able to continue putting stuff out, is just already... like, think that everyone hates that everything I'm doing. Like, seriously, if I just think that everyone already thinks I'm annoying, then what's to stop me from, you know, making a cat video?
Right.
You know, like, who cares?
Like, why not? You want to do what you want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I can say, because I've seen you perform live a couple times.
Yeah.
She's fantastic. I've heard some of the original stuff, like Washington State. I love that song. And so you've got the one about your dog.
Yeah.
And what is the name of that song?
For My Dog. It's For My Dog. And it's called For My Dog.
Pretty self-explanatory. It's a great song.
I have a question. Why did you... Because you did see me play live, which thank you for coming out. You saw me twice, actually.
Twice, yep.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Sure.
Why Washington State? Why did that one stick out to you?
I don't know. I think that one it resonated with me because it felt like you were kind of bearing your soul a little bit.
Okay.
It was like you were kind of opening yourself up.
Did I tell you about that, or
no? I don't know the story behind it or anything.
But you remember the name of the song, which is crazy.
I remember, and it fits your voice, everything perfectly, and I was just like, oh, what is? So I tried looking it up. I'm like, I can't find it anywhere.
Thank you. No, seriously, that's awesome because it's not out. It's gonna be out, I swear.
And that's what I was gonna ask. Is it coming out?
Yeah. No, I've been working on this like EP for a while now, and I think a lot of it was like narrowing down what songs are important to me and. You know, some stuff happened in my life, and it just kind of was put on the back burner. And now it's time to put it out there. And can I tell you about Washington State?
Absolutely.
Because that's really cool.
Yeah, everybody wants to hear.
You heard about Washington State? Have you guys been to Washington State? You can't respond to me. Okay. Have you been to Washington State?
I have not, actually.
Well,
I've never been to the West Coast except for like landing in California and then flying out again.
I think, yeah, I only did that like one time. I haven't traveled a whole lot of places either, but this is the first time I traveled to Washington State. Was the relationship I'm in now. Hi, Nate.
What's up, Nate?
You met Nate too, I think.
Yep.
I had liked this person for a very long time, and by the time we finally established that, you know, hey, I like you, this is a thing, we're in a relationship, he was like, I'm leaving. He had planned on leaving. You know, we'd been friends for years, and it was just bad timing. And at the same time, I wasn't going to stop somebody from going somewhere that they wanted to. You know, I don't think that would make for a very healthy relationship. Right. So he left for a trip on his motorcycle and ended up in Washington State. I think he got stuck there. I think he ran out of money, but he was staying.
That's pretty far from Erie.
He was staying with friends, and you know, I didn't think I was going to see him for another year or when, because the last time he left, he was gone for like 3 years or something, and we were just friends at that point. But so he left, got stuck in Washington State, and was like, you should come out. And like, for me, I'm a weird person. I wouldn't say I'm like spontaneous as far as like, I'm gonna go on a trip. Like, I'm not like that at all. I'm pretty safe when it comes to that stuff. So anyways, bought a plane ticket to go see this person, and went to my dad's cabin and wrote this song called Washington State a couple days right before I was going to go see him. And I mean, that's the chorus is, come on a Monday, I'm flying away to a place I've never been, Washington State. And
nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what the ticket, now I wouldn't be able to tell you when I was going to go see him, but now I'm like, oh, it was on a Monday. I was flying away. And Washington State is absolutely gorgeous.
Sure.
I've never, like, I love Erie, you know, but it's our home.
Yeah.
Washington State, I could move there.
Yeah.
It's really pretty out there.
Oh, the mountains, everything is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm
nice.
really happy that you like that song. So that's what it's about.
I did. My parents liked it too, because my parents actually came with me the one time when I saw you.
Yeah.
At Wegmans.
Yep.
The supermarket.
That was the best echo, though, because it was the food court.
It worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
So you got to check out Wegmans. You might be playing. You don't know.
Get a sub. You won't be disappointed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's awesome with that story. And actually, no, you hadn't told me that. So that's pretty cool. And so it did kind of make sense that it was opening yourself up. And
it was, yeah. Being very vulnerable, especially because I didn't want to be with that. You know, another song I wrote that was kind of to do with that because that person was leaving. I wrote a song called Another World, which I have a music video for. That's the Inuyasha one.
Yeah.
That was because he was leaving as well, and I just was like, I'm just going to enjoy this time I have. Dang it, I wrote too many songs about this. Nate, you're not that great. You're great.
There's no songs about you because she's still with you, so it's all good.
Yeah. It's fun now looking back, though, because it's like, and it's almost like a diary of like how things have gone and stuff. Just in my life in the past couple years, you know, that's going to be on this EP, which is kind of cool to think about. Sure.
Now, let's talk about your first hit, 2 a.m.
No! No! You can't. This isn't an interview. He's sabotaging me. I knew it.
I was waiting for that. I kept a straight face while I said it, too.
You did. Okay.
Okay, we won't talk about 2 a.m.
No comment.
I had to, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, you did mention that you're working on the EP.
Yes.
Are you going to be releasing songs kind of as singles leading up to that, or what's the plan for that?
That seems like that's kind of the smart, that's what everyone does these days, right?
Yeah, kind of build the anticipation.
I know. I really wish I just had them all ready to go right now, but I don't, and that's why I've been trying to do the covers in between. And I probably will be putting out the For My Dog soon, very soon, so look out for that one.
Nice.
Yeah, that one's ready.
Now, as far as the covers, do you still have some kind of in the hopper that you're ready to put out? I think the latest one I saw was your cover of Driver's License, which was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yep.
I think I want to just do some more like that. Very simple, acoustic, just straight on. It's easier, but also that is kind of when I play live, it's just me and a guitar anyways. I don't have a whole band behind me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might as well. I don't know. I have a couple songs in mind that I've been like recording on the side. One of them is
Maybe like Goldmine?
Goldeneye?
Goldmine, that one that I was telling you about?
Oh! I don't...
Yes, a James Bond theme.
No. Goldeneye. That was a great song. No, not that one. No.
Would have been awesome.
But it's like you said, like sometimes as far as like how I figure out what song I want to cover, I'm so picky about everything. Yeah. Matt, I'll tell you that. They yell at me all the time because I overthink everything. So that's why it takes me so long to do stuff. But right now I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. See, I struggle with it so much, but maybe if I talk about it, I'll actually put it out. I'm working on a cover of No Scrubs.
Nice.
TLC.
Nice.
But again, I'm trying to make it feel like me.
Your style.
Yeah, because if it's too like TLC, I feel like I will make it so lame and everyone will hate it.
Nice. That'll be cool. So that's one to look forward to.
Maybe.
Nice.
Okay.
Very cool. So before we go, you had mentioned earlier talking about how, you know, as younger you felt kind of awkward and music really helped you through that and find that creative side. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, myself a lot watching, have gone through or are going through the same thing. So what advice would you give somebody out there watching now to kind of get them through that?
I guess find the things that make you feel comfortable, the things that make you feel good, but like don't shy away from them, because like those are the best parts about yourself, the parts that make you confident. You know, if you're like me and you were 9 and you grew up watching anime and then you get a little bit older and then you're told that's weird and it's not cool anymore, you kind of clam, but like that's a part of yourself, you know? And so for me, like, I feel like just part of growing up was revisiting things that I loved when I was a kid. I love Disney princesses, so now I dress up as Disney princesses and go to parties. And like, it's things that people think might be weird because not everyone's doing them. Mm-hmm. But I guess my advice would be to just try to be brave, because there's definitely things that you know that you love to do and you know that make you happy, and you just have to be a little brave through like the hard parts as far as really expressing and you know, finding your true self with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, and I'd like to echo that, you know, I think a lot of times people say things are weird, or they, like I mentioned earlier, they're afraid to put themselves out there.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and isn't it funny that, like, the stuff that we were told is weird, and now it's cool again?
Yeah.
So, but it's just, like, you just had to be sure of yourself that you liked it. You know, maybe a lot of other people are going through the same thing as you, but if you were too scared to really show that and just be yourself, like, how will you know that someone else isn't going through that too? So
exactly.
I guess, yeah, be brave, be you, and don't look back, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you're made the way you are for a reason. I truly believe that.
Thanks, Mom.
It's, you know, I believe that God makes us all individuals. Mm-hmm. And because then that's where we get art, that's where we get beauty. If everybody was the same, it'd be very boring.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I think that's pretty cool, and I appreciate that.
Oh, that's really deep. Very nice.
We tried.
I love that. I remember I had a saying that I it's cheesy when I think about it, but it's so true, and it was, I used to write it like in all my notebooks, and it was something like, know who you are, know what you want, and don't let anyone tell you different. And I remember for years just writing that down. And I feel like I was almost trying to remind myself, you know, when I felt a little weak and vulnerable, know who you are, know what you want, don't let anyone tell you different. So
yeah, because the only one that can stop you is you. Absolutely.
Or keep you going, you know?
Absolutely.
You are all you got. Sorry.
That was deep right there. So before we go, how can fans find out more about you online?
You can follow my stuff on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. Just look up my name, Brooke Surgener, and you'll find me there. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll put all the links down below, so you guys can find it easily, and definitely check her out. She's got a ton of fantastic music. I know you're going to love it. So Brooke, before we go, is there anything else you'd like to say to the people out there?
You rock.
And I agree. You guys do. But thank you so much again. This was fun. Definitely been looking forward to this. So this has been an awesome interview.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you guys, as always, for stopping by. We love when you spend this time with us. Make sure you check out Brooke. Follow her. Subscribe to her channel. We got to get you to 10,000.
Yeah,
We're
almost
like
there.
right there. So, and of course, subscribe to Inspiring How You See That. Hit that notification bell. That way, anything that Kevin and I are putting out, you guys will be among the first to know. So as always, thank you so much. We love you guys. God bless, and rock on.
I only went one side, you let it slide. The hard times you go, was hoping that you'd let it go, and you did.